Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Once in a while I like to look at fan games or fan projects, and today we are looking at Battlestormer Classics. This is a game that's built on the Mugen engine. What is Mugen? Well, Mugen is a kind of software or a video game engine that lets you add custom assets. So you can add custom characters, you can add custom stages, you can add custom soundtracks, and you can pretty much make your own game. And what's really interesting is to see what different fans come out with. Lots and lots of people come out with lots and lots of different stuff. So the main developer behind this is Douglas Bolden, or better known online as O Illusionista. I think that's how you say it. I've featured their work on the channel before because I am a fan. But when I saw Battlestormer Classics, honestly, my socks just blew off. I went crazy. I saw this a couple of weeks ago and I wanted to do a video, and this is the first opportunity I had to do one. So think, if you are a kid of the late 80s, the early 90s, you were around during the arcade era, but you also had like a Super Nintendo or a Sega Mega Drive at home. You had all your favorite games in there. So let's say in the arcade, you like stuff like RoboCop, Golden Axe, Knights of the Round Table, stuff like POW. Those were your favorite games, you enjoyed those. And then on your home console, you played stuff like Contra, the Castlevania games, you played different Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games, you watched like stuff like Power Rangers, you're a fan of Batman, Captain America, the Hulk, you even played like Double Dragon. Well, this game here combines all of them. Now usually Mugen usually has like fighting games, it's known for that, but this is more, the best way I can describe it is if you think Smash Brothers and kind of cross that. What was that game? Was it on the Game Boy Advance or the DS? I think it was called like Jump Superstars, like a platformy kind of fighting game. Now this game is very comprehensive. It has a lot of stages. It has a lot of different game modes. So you can play like 2-player versus, you can play take turns King of Fighter style, or you can play like simultaneous where 4 characters are on the screen at the same time. You can have like 1 versus 2, or 2 versus 2, 1 versus 1, whatever you kind of want. And yeah, the arcade mode in this goes through different stages, different bosses, and it's a lot of fun. So I recommend playing the arcade mode if you're playing this one player, because you get to see lots of different games. You get to see lots and lots of different bosses. For example, in my arcade playthrough, I saw the boss from Altered Beast, or the, you know, the first level boss, the big kind of thing that pops out, very, very iconic to video gaming. I fought bosses from Sonic, from Contra, Alien Soldier. I mean, there was just so much stuff in there, and it's amazing. The best way I can describe this, imagine if you spent your morning at home playing your Super Nintendo, you then moved over to the Mega Drive, and then you went to the arcade and you spent 10 hours non-stop playing games. And when you came home and you shut your eyes, all you could see is a collage of every single video game that you played. This game delivers upon that, guys. So it's like having a dream with everything, every game you can possibly think of just being there. I mean, it's just amazing having the background from Castlevania Rondo of the Night, and having like different characters fight there, having Tyrus Flair from Golden Axe fighting on the RoboCop stage 1, you know, the first one, the iconic one where you run through, the motorbike comes at you, then your gun comes out, you start shooting. It's interesting. Now some of the fighting in this is a little bit tricky, and do remember it's a fan game, so this isn't a commercial game out there. Any download links you need will be in the description of the video. I'll also leave a link to the developer's YouTube channel, because they do post a lot of their content on there and a lot of links to their new games. They've done many games. There was one that I looked at previously, it was called like Hyper Dimension something. It was a Mugen based on the Mighty Final Fight, you know, those little small sprites, but it was really good. Had lots and lots of characters in there. I think recently they've been working on a Pocket Fighter demo, and I'm really looking forward to checking that out. I have actually downloaded it, so maybe I'll do a video on that later. If you do want to see more stuff like this, definitely let me know. It's a little bit away from my FPGA niche, but hey, I do like retro gaming and I like to see stuff that's cool, and this ticks all the boxes when it comes to being cool. So I'm just going to read some of the stuff on their Game Jolt page, where it kind of says Battlestormer Classic is an old school game on a boss rush mode featuring classic characters from classic games. The project gameplay is very simple, far more based on platform games rather than fighting games, and that's what I was speaking about, right? It definitely feels like a platformy fighting game, but more towards the platform part than the fighter. So 1 round, no defense and no auto run, right? So there's no blocking on it. I think Luke Skywalker, right? He's in this game, and Luke Skywalker's got like some kind of you know when a Jedi holds a lightsaber in front and you block stuff, he's got that in there. But what's amazing, when you go in arcade mode, you get to fight Boba Fett. He's flying around trying to get you. Like seriously, your mind will get blown when you play this. There are also some interactive backgrounds, platform items, breakable objects, etc. Interactive life bars with reacts when the player gets hits. Now the bosses, you've got massive bosses in this. You can't play them. I remember fighting, you know, that was the double Loch Ness monster from Willow. You kind of fight like a massive one there. So I can't imagine controlling them. It will be different. So there's no super deformed characters in here like the big heads or the cartoonish characters. Everything is in kind of proportion. There's 26 playable characters in here, and from Alyssa Dragon, Disney's Gargoyles, different characters from Contra. I think it was like the Contra Corpse game, as well as Castlevania Bloodlines, like Eric Lacard. You've also got Richter in here from Super Castlevania. You've got Luke Skywalker. You've got a dinosaur for some kind of game, and some funny looking robot from Dragon Ball Z. Batman, Superman, Spawn. Spawn is really, really cool. From the Marvel side, you've got Hulk and Captain America. From Double Dragon, you've got a guy that's holding 2 swords. Then you've got some characters that I don't recognize, and I think there was a Castlevania style Metroidvania Java game. I think it's recently been ported so you can play it on a PC via an emulator. It's got characters from that. It's got RoboCop, and RoboCop is amazing. You've also got from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You don't have a playable turtle, but hey, we want a playable foot soldier, and this game has that playable foot soldier. If you're into the Power Rangers, well, you have the Red Ranger, and just during fighting, the Red Ranger turns into the Mega Super Big Ranger. Sorry, I was a bit older when Power Rangers was at its most peak, and my younger brothers were watching it. I was too cool. I was partying. From Golden Axe, you got the female character Tyrus. Then you've got the dude from Turrican, man. So you can make RoboCop fight the dude from Turrican, and I'm glad when I made them fight RoboCop 1. You've got the main guy from is it Axley or actually Actraiser? That's it, Actraiser as well. And PLW, man, the arcade game, one of my favorite arcade games. That character is in here. So you've got 26 playable characters, and you've got like 37 plus bosses, which like I said are non-playable. You've also got lots and lots of different stages from lots and lots of different games, like from King of Dragons, Mr. Nuts. We've got stuff from the Star Wars games, Super Return of the Jedi, The Empire Strikes Back. Okay, so Demon Hunter Legend Mobile. I think that's that mobile Castlevania game. Something that I should check out. I do like Metroidvania games. Sorry, mobile Metroidvania game, not Castlevania game. But when you look at it, it's based on Castlevania. You can see that. We've got stages from Skyblazer, Super Turrican, Willow. Honestly, this is just crazy. You need to try it. If you like the games that I've mentioned here, you've liked the characters that I've mentioned here, and you don't mind experimenting, this is a free game, so you've got nothing to lose. As long as you've got a Windows PC, I think that's all it's available for. At least that's what I played it on. I don't think Mugen is available for Android or anything else. If you want to play it on a Mac, you'll have to work out how to do that. There's probably a way of doing it. I know you can get it working on Linux, because I did put these over the normal way. You know, the normal way you kind of convert, or not convert, but the way you put an exe on. I haven't done it for a while on my Steam Deck, so it should work on the Steam Deck if you want to get it working on that. But honestly, play it on Windows. It really is a lot of fun. Like, it really is. Anyway, guys, I'll kind of end it there. I wanted to bring your attention to this because this really is awesome. I do like playing different Mugens. One of my favorite ones is Street Fighter 2 Deluxe Edition, where you've got every character in Street Fighter and pretty much every character in every SNK and Capcom game, and you can fight it out. A lot of this stuff it's not balanced correct, and you can't, there's certain things you can't do in it compared to games that are out, or retail games that are out. But one thing you will have, guys, is you will have fun, and that's what gaming is about. We want to have fun, so definitely check this out. Big shout out to the developer. I really do like your work, dude, and I hope to see more of your stuff in the future, and I hope to cover more of your stuff in the future. But you know, if you want to challenge an enemy from one game with a character from another game, this is your jam. Anyway, stay awesome, guys. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.